Musk calls Trump tax bill a disgusting abomination. Licensed firearm holder charged for controversial shooting. Another shutter sent to meet his maker by the police. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Well, we knew that this friendship was not going to last very long, and the two U.S. presidents are now at odds with each other. Elon Musk has hit out at U.S. President Donald Trump's signature tax and spending bill, describing it as a disgusting abomination in a widening rift between the two. The tech billionaire posted on X that the bill would add to the U.S. budget deficit and saddle Americans with crushing debts. The budget, which includes huge tax breaks and more defense spending, was passed by the House of Representatives last month and is being considered by the senators. Musk has already left the White House department he started and headed, closing hundreds of offices and putting thousands of people out of work. Trump shot back several times, saying on Truth Social that Musk went crazy and was asked to leave the administration. He also threatened to cut government contracts with Musk companies. And this is not a surprise news. We just didn't know when this was going to happen, but we knew it was coming. Them say every dog have them day and every puss have them 4 o'clock. Those are words I always hear my mother say. In Jamaica, the ruling Jamaica Labour Party has described the large number of weapons that were recently found at one of the nation's ports as disturbing. The party noted that there have been approximately 250 guns, including 74 rifles and 40,000 bullets that have been attempted to be imported into the island. Jamaica Labour Party Communication Task Force Chairman Senator Abka Fitzhenley said the party recognizes that the seizure of the rounds of ammunition represents approximately 40,000 lives saved. Senator Fitzhenley also commended the diligent and hardworking men and women of the security forces and Jamaica Customs. Fitzhenley said the JLP is concerned that at a time when there is a record decline in murders, that individuals would have seen it fit to attempt to smuggle approximately 250 guns and 40,000 bullets into Jamaica. Meanwhile, the Court of Appeal has upheld a Supreme Court ruling denying bail to former St. Mary Western Member of Parliamentarian Joylan Silvera. The ruling was handed down during a video conference hearing on Tuesday. Silvera was arrested and charged on January 18 of 2024 for the murder of his wife, Melissa. In February, a judge remanded the 52-year-old businessman for trial on January 12 of next year. Melissa Silvera, 42 years old, was found dead at the couple's home in St. Andrew on November 10 of 2023. And it was first reported that she died in her sleep from natural causes, but an autopsy performed 3 weeks after her death revealed that she had died from gunshot wounds. 3 bullet fragments were found inside her body, leading the police to open a murder investigation, and that's when her husband was arrested. The St. Andrew Central Police have charged a licensed firearm holder for the controversial shooting death of a resident of Tavern Avenue in Papine in St. Andrew last week. Ishmael St. Aubin Davis, 52, otherwise called Mark, was charged Tuesday afternoon for the murder of 57-year-old Norris Farquharson, a welder of 30 Tavern Avenue in Papine. Investigators said that on May 27, about 7 a.m., the two men had a heated dispute in their community. During the dispute, Davis pulled his firearm and opened fire on Farquharson, who it is said had a knife. The incident was caught on CCTV cameras, and after reviewing the footage, investigators arrested Mr. Davis, who claimed he acted in self-defense. Meanwhile, a teenager who was being sought for questioning in connection with several murders and several shootings in the corporate area was fatally shot by the police on Tuesday morning. 18-year-old Mario Coleman, otherwise called Dujan, was killed during a police operation in the St. Andrew South Division. The police reported that about 5 a.m., members of a police team conducted a cordon and search operation in search of wanted men, guns, and drugs in Majestic Gardens. Acting on intelligence that wanted men were occupying a specific premises along Majestic Pen Road, the team proceeded to that location. The cops reportedly accosted the 18-year-old who allegedly pointed a firearm in their direction. He was fatally shot. An illegal gun loaded with 5 rounds of ammunition was seized. Investigators said that the 18-year-old was an affiliate of the Maho Drive Niggers Lane gang. He was listed as a person of interest in the May 27 murder of Jadee Clark, also called Froggy, a hotel worker along Niggers Lane in Cockburn, Penn. He was also listed as a person of interest in the shooting of a customer service representative in Seaview Gardens and the shooting of a 44-year-old barber in the St. Andrew South Division. Another man was fatally shot by the police in Manchester after it is said that there was a tussle between the man and a policeman. The police said the man, identified as Moses Morgan, also called Osha, was armed with a gun. That shooting now makes 140 persons killed by the police this year. 3 people have been arrested in connection with the murder of a Clarendon woman whose body was found in a pit in Milk River on Sunday. The trio of 2 men and a woman were taken into custody following the discovery. The deceased woman has been identified as Derica Rogers, otherwise called Muffy, of Gravel Hill in Clarendon. Detectives assigned to the Clarendon Police Division report around 8 a.m. on Sunday. Police personnel who were acting on intelligence searched a property in D-side Milk River where they found a 19-year-old decomposing body in a pit. They managed to recover the body in the presence of a crowd that descended on the area following news of the discovery. The names of the suspects are now being withheld pending further investigation. On the sports, Jamaica Reggae Girls suffered a 4-0 defeat to world champions the US in a friendly international on Tuesday night at Energizer Park in St. Louis, Missouri. The game saw the US taking the lead in the 19th minute through Alice Sentnar. The Americans went further ahead in minute 28 when Sentnar scored her second goal of the night, and it remained 2-0 at halftime. But it didn't last long, as in the 60th minute, substitute Lynn Bayandolo scored the first of a brace. She returned in the 88th minute to put the icing on the cake. And the last time these two teams met, the US won 5-0 in the 2022 CONCACAF World Cup qualifier. Track and field, a sophomore at North Salinas High School in California, United States, was stripped of her 400-meter state championship title after pulling a fire extinguisher stunt which was made famous by Olympic medalist and sprint icon Maurice Green. According to a report by Mercury News, Clara Adams, who came first in the high school state championship, which was held last Saturday, in a celebratory mood following her victory, took a fire extinguisher from her father, stepped away from the track, and blasted her feet as if they were on fire. The crowd went crazy. They loved it. Well, the track officials did not think that was too sports friendly and immediately disqualified her and also suspended her from running the 200 meters, which she was also slated to run later in that day. What is joke to you is dead to me, as a bullfrog say, and that is probably what took place in that scenario. Anyway, that's news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I gone.